Coming to you today from Ringgold, Georgia. For some reason, flying to my eventual destination from Des Moines is extremely expensive, and I don't like spending money, so I decided to fly into Nashville and take a little road trip. It's always nice anyway to see parts of the country that you don't really ever see, and so that's what I'm doing now. Apologies for my voice sounding really terrible, but just been dealing with this stupid cold that I've had for a little bit in here and trying to get over that yet. So let's get into the sunshine and see if maybe that helps a bit. So of course I'm here today at Reel Rollers just outside of Atlanta, Georgia, and I haven't been here for a while, but if you've been paying attention to the channel over the years, I've been here quite a few times. Lee, the owner of Reel Rollers, and I have been friends since about 2018, I believe, and I decided to come down here and hopefully be able to mow some grass, which this is my Knorr Elite perennial rye behind me right here. Lee overseeded this on top of the Bermuda plot that's here, and we'll talk about that in a second for those of you down in the south, but I just wanted to come see what this looked like, and I wanted to also see some news that he has coming up for the season, which we'll also talk about in this video, so plenty of stuff coming up here. One of the interesting things about Bermuda grass, for those of us up north who might not know, is that you can actually grow typically ryegrass because it's easy to plant over top, but you can grow another grass type over top of it for the winter. That gives you the ability to have a green lawn during the summer, during all that heat, and during the time frame when our cool season grasses just don't love all of that. Also put that rye over top of it in the winter time, and you get the cool season option that we have during the cooler part of your year down south, and you still get to mow and you still get to have a green lawn. Now I'm going to show you something next to us, which is a couple plots of zoysia which are not overseeded, and so those will show you what it looks like here, mostly in the south in the winter, with just that brown straw-like color that you'll see on all the yards. But this gives you the option, put that rye right over top of it, we'll keep mowing and keep having a beautiful lawn throughout the season. So that's one of the benefits you guys have if you have Bermuda grass compared to what we have up north, which is mostly snow during the winter. So one of the things that I wanted to come down to Georgia and see was Lee's brand new mower, and ever since I've known Lee, I remember him saying, I want to make my own mower at some point. And so I know what it's like to bring products into the market. It takes a lot of time, research, you know, everything to get it done. So first of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
And then today we wanted to go over just a bit about Lee's experience with Reel Mowers and what he put into all of the design of this and how some specific things have changed there just because of, you know, all of his experience and customers' experience and all that. So
always good to get you out here in Georgia. We got lucky. It's early February. It's about 60 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, on top of some beautiful overseeded ryegrass.
Yep.
And we couldn't be more excited about the revolution. This has been a project for almost 2 years. And I think at the core of it, why we wanted to launch our own mower is for almost 15 years, Reel Rollers has been making parts and accessories to try to support and make the current mowers on the market, the McLean, the Trimmer, and the True Cut, easier to use.
Yep.
And it got to a point where we kind of sat down and said, why don't we take all of these ideas and number one, incorporate it into one mower. You don't have to buy the mower and then add accessory. Put it into one package, make it easy for the consumer. And then number two, based on all the feedback and all the customers that we work with on an annual basis, taking what we know firsthand from Reel Mowing now and with all the different brands of mowers and seeing how we could actually advance this category. At the end of the day, the goal is to make it easier and more accessible for reel mowing. Think about a rear drum that operates like a True Cut, which is a great mower. Climbs great, but the tire marks left behind are something we want to get away with. So we looked for a drum that could climb with a rear rubber tread on it, as well as a wide drum to leave some incredible stripes. Then we started to go a little bit further and we thought, okay, how can we make this easier for the consumer to backlap? So we wanted to find a design and incorporate a design that you could backlap without any special tools. So you don't need a backlap adapter, one of the things we sell, but it's built into the mower, and with a 1/2-inch socket and without having to remove any belts or chains, you can simply backlap the mower yourself.
Yep.
So yeah, those were some of the few things. We also wanted to make it where your thumb didn't get tired every year. So I know that was one of the downfalls of the True Cut. But one of the benefits of a True Cut was the all-chain design. You know, I think it's critical that you can take this incredible Honda GX motor, which is standard, and take all of that power and drive it right down to the rear drum as well as the reel through all chains. So those were some of the top level things. You know, there's a lot of other tweaks and features we did. Ultimate goal was to make a mower that was one price, one product, incorporated all of the designs we've ever thought of and dreamed of, and delivered at a price point for not only the homeowner, but also we're starting to see a huge market for landscapers looking for something that's durable. And with the independent reel and clutch, which was a absolute must. You know, the idea of having to move a mower from your front yard to backyard or load on a trailer and you can't stop the reel, it just opens up the opportunity for damage, excessive wear, excessive heat. And those were things that were absolutes that we wanted in this design.
So you also partnered with kind of a well-known established company to kind of get the basis of the machine, and then as far as just some of the things that with Massport, you know, why you partner with them, but then, you know, how you were able to change some of those specific things that you wanted.
No, we couldn't have gotten more fortunate with partnership with Massport. We interviewed, I think, 5 or 6 different manufacturers over a year-long period, getting their mowers shipped to us, testing them, and trying to find which mower to start with had the foundation that we could build on. And then number 2, we also wanted to find the right partner. You know, and everything that we do, I'm so interested and more interested than anything else is finding the right personalities, the right partner, with the right vision that we have. And Massport nailed that. And not only that, their 100 years of experience in this area, as well as their production capabilities. I mean, to be able to make 150 of these mowers a week gives us the opportunity for the first time ever to actually go out and sell more mowers than they can make. And this time it's our opportunity to chase after their production. So Massport has been, they've never said no. I mean, every idea we've come up with, they've been like, sounds great. And this model here is actually going to be the foundation for what they build around the outside of the US for around the world. So it's pretty cool.
So today I think it's probably time for me to try this thing out, and I'm going to hope I'm not going to get a sunburn today because, you know, I'm not used to the sun during the February time.
February.
Yeah, I think we should get this thing fired up and try to mow with it. What do you got it set for height?
Keep it about ½ inch.
Yeah, about half. A little over half.
That's right. Yeah, it's probably down. Let's try to see if we cut any grass.
Yeah.
Good times, the best bad habit. A bowl of toothpicks and fancy cheeses. Outlaws for all the good reasons. A jigsaw with all the right pieces. You and me, we go good together.
So my first impressions here, I wish I had more to mow. That's my first impression, is it was just too fast. A second though, it just feels very comfortable. I mean, I have never used one of these. I've used quite a few reel mowers now, so I feel comfortable with that. But as far as like driving in straight lines and just having it feel like it's grounded, I will say one thing with my Toro is that it just feels a lot like the front end kind of wants to come off the ground. And so this, just the balance of it feels good. Goes up the hills. I don't really have any hills at my house, but I know that's a big thing for a lot of people too. Is that if you have any sort of slopes, these things normally just don't do great with that. Just fantastic. I mean, I think I should probably try to put some more stripes in here.
Put some crisscross going. Just make it look pretty.
Yeah, awesome.
So we're gonna go get some lunch here quick, and then we're gonna come back here, and not only does Lee have, of course, his brand new mower, but he has all these other models here. One of the things that he wanted to do with this turf park was have all these types of Reel mowers, so you can come here, check them out, test them out. He also carries a whole bunch of parts for all of this stuff. So not just forgetting about all this older stuff, we're gonna put these things to work here and do some scalping after we get back. Look forward to that.
Got your beat, bro.
I have the Revolution mower available directly on my website. Due to high demand, this is on back order right now, but there's going to be containers coming in every couple weeks. But you can purchase one now and get it reserved, so as soon as they arrive, it will be shipped out to you. I have one sitting in the shop right now, just waiting for it to be warm enough to get outside, start mowing, and do some content on it, so stay tuned for that as well. Thank you so much for watching this video today. We'll see you next time.
Doesn't matter, but somebody else should be out here, so I'm not talking to myself. He's so tall, I need to make sure he's in the frame.
Everett Bob had the same issue.
There you go.
All right, cool.